Welcome to Almost D&D, a tabletop role-playing podcast where three of my best friends hang out in my basement and attempt to play Dungeons & Dragons. I am your host and Dungeon Master for this evening, Devin Allard. Rotating clockwise around this large and egregiously sized table, we have...
Rob is Zorob.
Chris is Krugel. Jeff is Rathos.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Are your dice rolls getting you down? Are you breaking loot strings during an epic solo? Maybe it's time to try something different and get some dice from Canadian Dice. It's time to turn those annoying third-grader wooden recorder practices into a symphony of virtuosos. I got myself a set, and now I'm charming bad guys left and right. With dice set types such as acrylic, galaxy, runic, metal, and more, you can find the perfect dice that feel right for you. Go to CanadianDice.ca and activate the promo code ALMOSTDND and get 15% off your next purchase.
So we last left off, our three brave and wise heroes had just retreated off of the mountain pass known as Talence's Wall. 6 automatons had tried to waylay them on their way towards the Tsolian Desert, and they were successful in stopping the group. Faced with overwhelming firepower, the group wisely decided to retreat back to southern Terra, where they have once again retreated into the forest, and they have completed a long rest, and they have also leveled up. That is where we will take off.
I just want to say... No, I want to talk about... So I've been holding this in. I want to talk about my feet that I got before we dive into anything.
Yeah,
why is that so funny?
What's new about your feet?
No, so we were talking about leveling up before we came here, and I always go, what's the other option? You can do your...
Ability score improvement, yeah.
Yeah, and so I usually do that, and this time I was looking at the feats, and I was trying to find one that was in character and made sense. It would also help me out someday. So I found one called Lucky. You guys ever hear that?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like Bardic Inspiration. Like, basically, I think between long rests, you get 3 D20 rolls that you can choose to roll during almost any, check or save or anything like that, right?
Yep.
So it's just like another Bardic Inspiration type thing.
So you have just run back into the forest on the outskirts of Talence's Gate, the city-state which borders the mountain range Talence's Wall that separates southern Terra from the desolate northern Terra. What do you guys do?
I'm so fucking sick of running into the forest every other goddamn day.
We do go into the forest a lot.
Why did you have to shout? It's just a stupid professor.
I'm asleep.
You're asleep?
Yes, Rathos is definitely asleep.
Mid running into the woods?
Well, no, we got there and we had a long rest. That's what we said.
Did we say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. All right. That's okay. Just we just woke up. I meditated a bit, so I'm listening to you.
I assumed he was awake, but he wasn't. So
Oh, we can wake him up.
my words fell. No, I'm not repeating myself.
No, okay.
He's not worth it.
I still grab a stick and poke him anyways.
Stop poking. It's just like that other time. Why do I keep getting poked with a stick?
It's wakey time.
I'm up. What are we doing? Where are we?
We're back in the
Are we in the
forest.
desert?
No.
The forest?
Yes.
It's all starting to
Where
become
exactly
a blur.
where you fell asleep?
What? Where did I fall asleep? Right here.
Exactly.
Where I woke up.
So we're here.
But I've fallen asleep a lot over my lifetime.
Yeah.
And it's all starting to blur together a little bit.
The forest is a safe haven for all. So
I don't like it.
we return.
I think we should
here.
go back to the sea. I'm done with the desert. I'm done with this whole I'm just kidding. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I've got stuff to do. People's names crossed off my list.
Yeah. Well, all right. So one thing I will say is those automatons, we didn't stand a chance against those things.
Well, there were 6 of them.
Yeah, but that's my point. And we watched like 1,000 being made, right? Or thousands.
Better tactics.
Yeah, like
We need-
not screaming
and more
no
support.
across an open valley.
Well, I didn't know there were 6 of them. And it was
You were
shocking.
looking at them.
It was shocking. I think they could hear me.
It's
okay.
It's okay. You're loud.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. And that's okay.
I still think,
Be yourself.
to your point, we need greater numbers. And I guess we should cross the desert because we're here. So let's just get it done.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay. I agree.
Krugel.
Do we have enough water for the desert? I mean, how far are we going to walk?
Are you already thirsty?
Yes, I am. Let me have a swig.
Do you want to go into Talence's Gate and get supplies?
Yeah.
We're the most wanted men in all of Terra.
Do you want to?
I'm the most wanted man in
Do
all
you
Terra.
want to walk
guys
into
are-
a desert with no water? Because it sounds like we're gonna have no water.
I'm going to search for a stream.
I know where. I know.
Why'd you look at me like
I
that?
know
Isn't
where-
that how the game is played?
I know where a river is.
Fuck.
He looked at you like, the fuck you want?
Make a nature check.
Are you feeling lucky?
It's a nat 20.
It's a
Holy
nat
shit.
20.
Water is no longer an issue.
You no longer need to drink water the entire campaign. You're permanently hydrated.
You do find a stream. It is the stream that nearly drowned you three. It is that stream. And you remember you start to get flashbacks and you're like, oh gosh, no. As you can see the torrents, it's a stream, it's just kind of flowing, but you swear it's laughing at you.
Yeah, guys, that stream that we almost died
I
in.
can't believe we're back here.
Yeah, I know. But Krugel made a good point. Gonna need some water for the desert. So if we don't have to get in the water, just kind of go near it and scoop some up, right?
Is there a shallow part that I can get in the water? Can I take a bath? It's been a while.
Don't take a bath. Don't go in the river,
I mean,
please.
just like I would like to look and see if there's a safe place in the
Yes,
river.
there are safe places in the river. There are little
I would like to clean up.
You didn't even make. All right, so
It has been a while since we've been in a town.
no, it's fine.
You want me to roll? I'll roll. What am I rolling for?
nature.
10.
Yeah, you find
Yeah,
it. It's
50,
okay.
50. All right.
You got to
In
be
the
careful.
wilderness.
With a 10, you got to be careful.
All right. I hesitantly take a bath. I get naked.
I'm so mad at the river, I pull down my pants and take a piss in it.
Dude,
Right next to where
Upstream
he's
or
Come on,
downstream?
man.
he's gonna go downstream.
what
right
are
into
you
him.
doing?
I have to take a leak. And this
I'm
river,
right here.
And this river tried to kill me.
I immediately get out.
I
I'm going. Can I go find somewhere else? I want to
Sure.
go find somewhere else.
stopped my stream immediately.
I push him in.
I start to empty my water bottle because I was collecting water downstream.
please, you know how much
I do want to
nature
try and push
peace
him
in
in
here?
as I walk past him.
Yeah, but it's different when you see
I
it.
would like to try and
Krugel,
push him
okay.
in, yes.
Make a strength check or dex, I guess.
That's a 19. But as you all know, I'm a weak ass
Frail.
bitch when it comes. I'm an old man.
Is this a saving
Filled with
throw
regret.
or a regular-
You can oppose it if you want.
No, that's 16.
I have a 19 minus 2, which is a 17.
Ooh.
So he pushes you into the river, and it's just
Get clean,
where
motherfucker.
you have just enough time where you're slowly like, you son of a bitch, and you just you go into the river.
Oh, great. I almost drowned last time. This is wonderful.
How's it taste? And I'm going to go upstream and start urinating in the...
As they're doing this, I'm gonna go and find a vine that looks just like the vines I found last time, and I'm gonna toss it in and try to help
I rolled
him
a
out.
21 if I'm investigating for a rock. Or
You find the perfect rock
I'm
with a
not throwing it
21.
in.
All right, make an attack roll.
It's an 8, so I don't know what that would be.
Yeah, you're gonna miss him. His armor class is too high.
I cannonball in the water to get clean.
Okay, so you freshen up. You done. Your bladders are all empty now.
So we have officially found water.
Yep.
I have tried to gather. I'm assuming nothing bad happens, right? I have
No.
gathered as much water as I can to prepare for the desert. You guys peed and swam together. Like I don't know.
I
I
want to gather everything I,
I got
can.
it.
Sure.
I got water for the journey. I'm happy now.
all right. Good.
So-
good call, Krugel.
Why don't you all roll D6s?
The lamest of all the dice.
That's a 5. That's a 5er.
That's a 6.
That's all one.
So this determines the size of your water jugs. You have 6 days of water. You have 5. You have 1.
Excellent.
So
That
if,
little ass water.
Yeah. What'd you do? What is that?
Where'd you get
I'm
that
a
thing?
ranger. I can just assume I can find water wherever I go of my -1 nature.
That's fair.
That's skill.
Well.
So
All right, to the desert.
Yes, please, to the desert. Let us go.
you are all making your way back over the mountains to the desert. As you approach the mountains, make perception checks.
Oops. Oh no. Oh.
23.
6.
Are you feeling lucky?
12.
Oh, I'm gonna say that all night now.
Krugel, you are the only one who notices, but you see glints of metal. Not many glints, but sometimes you can see glints of metal on the mountain peaks. With a 23, you realize that there are automatons on the mountains. Now, there aren't many of them. They appear to be scouts. They are not grouped together, but they are up there, and they're probably guarding. So you know to move stealthily and quietly.
So I grab Rathos by the scruff of his neck and then
Ow!
Zara by the scruff of his neck and bring him in and go,
Yeah.
come here and listen.
Hey, man, easy. Calm down.
Yeah.
All right.
It was just a joke. I
Okay.
wasn't trying to pee.
Shut up. Over the mountains, there's scouts. If you look at the peak of each little mountain, you can see the metal figure of each automaton. So they're clearly guarding the desert. So we either try to have to sneak up and like kill one, but once we get over the mountains, someone's going to see us because it's wide open. But we have to be very stealthy and think this through.
Okay.
Meaning no rash, verbal or physical motions.
Rathos is smiling.
And we
And
really,
nodding like he
and
completely understands.
We really could use a little bit of luck.
And I'm going to wink at Krugel.
A little luck, you say?
A little luck.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
I take a swig of my 1 day worth of water and go, so let's fucking go.
All right, wait. Are we? We're just going to stealthily sneak up on these guys and
Yeah,
take one
in
out.
fact, I'm going to cast Pass Without a
Assassin.
Trace
Nice.
on the party. So
Yeah.
I touch each of you. When I grab you by the scruff of the neck, that's when I cast it.
Stealth mode.
Nice.
So with Pass Without a Trace, you all get plus 10 to stealth checks. You can now make a
good.
stealth check as you enter the...
Nat 20.
Nice.
It's my turn tonight.
Wow.
I'm going to get 7 more of these and
That's
we'll be even.
awesome. I got a 23
Oh,
plus 33.
Holy shit, I think
So,
that's a record.
I rolled a 19.
So
you rolled
I
a
have
20. So
disadvantage. I rolled a crit fail for my disadvantage. Plus 10 plus 3 is a 14 still, but it's still a crit fail.
It is still a crit
I don't know how you
fail.
want to do that.
So I'm going to say with Pass Without a Trace active, you trip over stones.
Ah, shit.
You make
I'm
it.
good? Okay.
You can,
Did I
you
do
can
it?
hear an automaton closing in, but your stealth checks are so high, it is a crit fail. However, 33 and a nat. You're in a valley, and you can see the automaton above you.
can I say I pull him behind me? I'm sitting on him.
Sure.
To keep him out of fucking sight.
Sure.
Do you think they heard that?
Shut the fuck up.
sorry.
So the automaton looks around and it sees the rocks rolling, and it doesn't think anything of it. You see the automaton turn around and continue away from you towards the other mountain peak.
This makes me want to try and sneak up to it and stealth.
Oh, yeah,
kill
let's
it,
go
but I
kill
don't
it.
think I have that ability to do
No,
that.
let's do it. I'm in.
Yeah,
let's do
let's-
it.
yeah,
let's
let's-
go. Honestly,
let's do
we
it.
need to get a closer look at one of these things anyway.
Yeah.
So I'd like to examine one. If we can get one by itself, let's do that, and then we have the
So,
desert.
how close is this to us?
It's probably a couple hundred feet up vertical. You are in a valley floor, and it is above you.
Okay, so we have to climb the mountain.
My
Yeah.
ancestors.
So I'm going to cast Dimension Door. Yeah. You teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range, which is 500 feet. You arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place that you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, blah, blah, blah. You can bring along objects, and you can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller. Do they count as of my size?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Can I roll a die to see which one of them I take with me? The coin!
Use a two-sided die.
I love it. All right. Dragons is Rathos.
Figures.
50. This is the 50 side. Tails, I guess, is Krugel.
Krugel's 50 cent.
It's Krugy.
You're
So I grab you and say, come on. And we walk into the door. And I want it to teleport directly behind the thing.
Okay.
I watch as you guys just walk through the door and it just disappears. Well, did not see that coming.
Okay, so you are suddenly behind the automaton as it is walking away. It is the brushed metal look. It is not the polished black of the advanced automatons that you went against before. If you are going to attack it, we can roll for initiative now.
I'm letting you decide.
Can I just try and throw it down the cliff to Rathos?
Sure.
I rolled a 5, so that's probably not going to work.
With a 5, it is going to...
Oh, 5 plus whatever. Is it a strength check?
Strength
So
check.
10, but still.
Okay, so it's going to roll an opposed strength save.
You didn't even use the new tray?
I didn't, but it's okay. It's a crit fail. So
Yes.
you hear "ha" as it just and it doesn't scream as it Suddenly, Rathos, you are looking up.
I'm 100% like, all right, like I'm about to like start climbing up this thing, and I get like my first step. Boom!
Wham! This like couple 100-pound piece of metal just smashes right into the ground at your foot.
Can I just shrug and be like,
Yeah.
all right, and I move, get my finger out.
I picture Rathos looking up, and his two buddies are thumbs up looking.
Perfect.
We
How's
did
look?
it.
Just like we planned it.
We're so good at
I love
this.
this game.
Yeah, I do too.
Is it dead?
Dude, it's so fucking dead.
I got it.
How's it look?
Looks good. I finished them off. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Good. Did you learn anything from it?
So how do we get back down?
Hey, you put yourself there.
we have to get over the mountains anyways.
I would like to go and inspect and like open up the armor and see kind of what's in this bad boy.
Okay. Make an investigation roll. You can also make an Arcana roll if you
That's
want.
not bad. Do you want me to do both? That is a natural 19. Investigation is +2, so 21. An Arcana is not as good. An Arcana is 6.
With an investigation roll of, you said 21,
Yeah.
you can see that there are pistons that actuate the joints.
The fuck is a piston?
You know, psh, psh,
Looks like a piston.
looks like a piston.
Okay.
There appears to be black liquid leaking out of it. You can tell that it is hydraulically driven. There appears to be thick armor on it. So if you...
How thick?
How many? Yeah, how many
With
THs?
a 21, I'm trying to
With a
figure
21, you would...
out as much as I can about how this thing works and specifically any
We asked
weakness.
person.
Sure,
for this.
sure. You'll be able to tell that its armor class is 16. It has a...
That thick.
That thick.
That's pretty thick.
That's as thick as me.
I'm shouting all this up the mountain.
Its hit
I'm
points...
talking about its armor, Krugel.
Its hit points are 30. You can see that the pistons that actuate its joints are probably weak spots. So from now on, when you, Rathos, I'm assuming whenever you meet up with your companions, you will repeat this.
Maybe.
You will be able to see some weak spots in the joints, so you will have advantage on attacks against these beings.
I'm going to yell down, grab its missiles.
That's awesome.
Grab
Straight.
its missiles.
Missiles. Where do they keep the missiles?
Remember the things that shot at us? Doesn't it have a rocket?
I
Grab
think-
its rocket.
I think this thing is a different one than the thing that
Yes,
shot at us.
it is a different
I
one.
don't-
You
do
can
I
see
missiles?
they're not missiles, but they're bolts. You can see a light crossbow built into its arm, one of its arms. The other arm has a blade, which upon impact, extended.
Thing just. Oh man. I kick it to make sure it's alive. No, we're good. Okay. Yeah, I got. You need the bolts. I don't have a crossbow. Do you have a crossbow?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I
Well,
got.
no, I don't have a longbow.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Come
Never
on.
mind.
you're all over the place.
Yep.
Can
That was my last one-shot character with a crossbow. I'm sorry, I forgot.
I have a question. Sorry, just with the scene, these mountains that that Krugel and I went up. So, was that the mountain to go up and over and then into the desert?
No,
Or
it was
that like
it was parallel.
It was parallel.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, because it's kind of like a big, like
Yes.
cratery
Yes. Yep.
line, right? So, okay. So I guess my point is to get to the desert, we have to get back down to Rathos and then to the desert.
Yeah, or you could keep going. I mean, but you will meet up eventually.
Okay.
You could keep.
He's on the desert side, though.
Yes. Almost. No. He's not in the desert on the desert side. He is in the middle of a valley. You are right smack dab in the middle of the mountain range.
All right, make him
Looks like
climb
I'm in
up.
a valley.
So-
Rathos, can you get up here? Can you carry all
I
that?
can certainly try.
Are you stealing anything from it? Were you stealing anything
No,
from
I
it?
mean, I don't know. Is there any valuables on this thing?
No, there's
No?
nothing
Doesn't
valuable.
look like there's anything valuable. It's a hunk of junk.
Sorry, but
Can
the
you-
bard says
We
you
found
can-
their weakness. You just got to toss them 100 feet off a cliff. Guaranteed.
Sorry, but the bard just told me that he can't do the
true.
door again, so you have to climb up, okay? Here's some rope, and I drop like a 10-piece foot of rope down. Like, is it long enough?
That's what she said.
If you have to ask, then
Okay, I'll try and get
I
there.
swear, like 10 episodes ago, my rope was like 10 times as long, but I don't know what happened. So, what's the point of favorite enemy? Because, like, I've never really looked into this because didn't know if it made a difference on anything.
All right, welcome to Almost D&D.
That's right.
What is
So
it? Favorite enemy?
Favored enemy. Beginning at first level, you have significant experience studying, tracking, hunting, and even talking to a certain type of enemy. Choose a type of favorite enemy. Aberrations, beasts, celestials, constructs, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, giants, monstrosities, oozes, plants, or undead.
Okay. I mean, so, like, obviously I'm just asking because I have undead as one that I picked, I think, at the first level.
Oh.
So I
Okay.
don't know what, it's just like I would know it's undead, basically, and I'd like,
Yes.
I could tell, like, oh, the undead have walked through this forest. You know what I mean? So,
In that case, yes, you have advantage tracking these enemies. You can deceive them easily, so I'll give you advantage on deceiving them since it's...
okay. That's what I was wondering, like, does that have any advantage? of
Yes,
having
it
as a
does.
favorite enemy?
Yes.
Okay.
Since I'm classifying these as undead and we are rules as written here. Not really.
shakes his head.
Almost rules, yeah.
The rule
Almost.
of cool here, ladies
The
and
rule of cool.
Rule of what we want to...
I'm going to cast Catnap on myself. So it gives me 10 minutes to snooze, and anyone around me who wants to, I can select up to like 3 people. So if you would like to snooze with me,
climbing up a fucking mountain.
it's
The old
Guys are
man.
napping.
so it's
Isn't
a
it?
I got it.
it's a 10-minute nap. If something wakes me up, it breaks it. If I sustain through the whole nap, I get a short rest.
I'm trying to scale this thing, and I'm yelling at it. I'm like, "Are you guys? How's it going? Do you see anything?"
Okay. Make a strength check
Oh, good.
or acrobatics or athletics.
It's 10.
All right. It's slow going, but you get up there. Krugel are
How
able
far
to...
am I away? That's not what he once was.
My rope is still dangling like 10 feet down, so you know when you're 10 feet up
Okay.
from the top.
Is this rope safe to grab?
So Zorab and Krugel are able to complete their cat nap.
Yay.
And then they wake up like, man, he's still not here. And
How
then
long
they look
were we
over.
asleep for?
Only like 10 minutes.
So I looked down.
Yep.
Not a problem. Almost there.
Yep.
Any minute now.
So it takes him about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes to climb up. It is a couple hundred feet. It's hard going, but he makes it.
Need a rest. You guys okay if we take a little?
I honestly...
Got no time. They're on our
Yeah,
way.
well, I just took a nap. I feel great.
You guys took a nap?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys couldn't help, or like let me know that the rope
help.
was right there.
I just threw a metal creature off a cliff.
And I watched.
That's fine. That's all right. Dragonborn, we're fine. I'm good. Let's go.
Sorry.
To the desert.
You just slept in the forest when neither one of us did.
What? You guys all took a long rest. I was there.
So make one more stealth check. You all still have the plus 10.
19. You just add
19.
the numbers. Oh.
Yes.
I crit failed again.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my fucking
And that's
God.
that's before I even rolled again for a disadvantage. It's still a crit fail.
You double crit.
No.
Oh.
I was going to say.
That was an 8. So I'm
Okay.
counting an 18, but it's
So once again, Rathos just can't seem to pick his feet up. He's just kicking
legs
the
are so
rocks.
tired.
I'm gonna grab him by the front of him and pull him to me and whisper and be like, "Stop making noise! I'm throwing you off this fucking
I just
cliff."
had to climb up a 100-foot cliff, and you guys took a nap.
So why don't you like crawl on your hands?
You're
and
being
knees?
now we're just being loud. I'm not gonna call my hands
I
inside
said
you.
I was whispering.
Just be quiet.
If you want, you can make perception checks.
A nat 20.
I'm too busy yelling.
Wow. 17.
Zorab, Krugel, you guys can see an automaton. The shimmer of the light, it is moving towards you.
If you guys would have just helped me crawl up this
Shut
mountain,
up!
We're very sorry.
There's another one coming. Get
go
down.
throw him off the fucking
I
mountain.
grab him by his head and push him face down to get him.
All
get
right,
down.
easy.
I didn't say anything else. I got a nat 20, so I'm very perceptive at this very moment.
Okay, so the automaton seems to be looking into the valley. With your other stealth checks, you've just kicked the rocks, but it doesn't appear that you're out in the open. You've stuck close to the shadows. Again, the automaton is looking, but it doesn't see you.
Nobody move. So it's still looking?
Yes,
How far away is it?
a couple hundred feet. Same thing.
I swear to God, if you go through another doorway and leave me here,
I will not.
I'm going to bring you with me this time.
Good, please.
No, but I am going to cast hallucinatory terrain.
Okay, I love this. I love this.
So
Hit me with it, homie.
that's right. So within a 150-foot cube, I get to basically just reshape the terrain visually.
Yes.
Sight and sound and all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, listen, it is
awesome.
what it is,
I love a
right?
good bard.
So that the actual characteristics are unchanged. It's just what it looks and it feels like. I'm trying to see if they have to do like it says a creature can carefully examine the illusion and do an intelligence check, an investigation check against my DC. But that's only if they're like actually looking for it. Otherwise, they just kind of see it happen. So I am going to suddenly make this look like the what is it called? Not the garage place, the hangar.
Yeah.
So it looks like that. So all of a sudden it looks like the hangar to this automaton
On you.
It's 150 foot cube. Like it just
So
150.
So you are making the surround.
It's a 300. So
the area around you guys, not the automaton.
It's going to be between us, so I can cast it up to 300 feet away.
Okay.
So I want to split the difference. Like I want it to feel like it's back in its home base.
Okay. So it's going to.
So
It's going to.
can we see this? What you're doing, or we have no idea?
It hits everybody. You're all
So
just
I'm literally gonna look.
lasts for 10
I'm
minutes.
literally gonna look at you and be like, "Oh, cool! It's a straight line to where I can fucking see him at the other end of this, because that's what a hangar would be, just a wide open space."
Well, it looks like the built-in to the mountainside. So it is going to make an intelligence check. It needs to beat what?
My spell save DC.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
A 14. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry. We don't do that one a lot. I'm so sorry.
Rolled an 11.
Yeah, but usually
doesn't
it's
matter.
like they're against their thing. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So it doesn't matter.
Fuck us.
So it rolls an 11 because you are so perceptive and you're looking at it. You can see it cocks its head and it steps off the cliff in front of it to investigate. So once again, another automaton slams into the rocks in front of you, and it's just the same thing. You took out another one.
And I just take out my loot and go.
Hey, I'm gonna look from down where Krugel's holding me. Look up and go. I think we're mountain people now. All right, let's go to the desert. Can you get off me?
Fine.
All right, thank you.
Try to be quiet.
I'm trying. It's hard out here
It is hard
For a
out here.
dragonborn.
It is. I get it.
Why?
because I'm from the sea. This is not the sea. This is way higher than the sea.
Different elevations, way up.
What does that have to do with being dragonborn?
Absolutely nothing.
Now that you mention it,
So you continue into the desert. You can see that there are tracks in front of you. Make perception checks or investigation checks if you want.
12.
20,
12.
dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, Rathos, you can tell that there are multiple tracks. It appears that there have been... You can't tell how many wheels were on this vehicle because the tracks are one track, and it's just one line in the sand. There's multiple. They all seem to follow the same trail, but it's not like a four-wheeled cart.
Gotcha. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Right.
They went that way.
I will trust you because I was not too perceptive at this time.
Good eye. Should we follow?
I know we've done this before, but just hear me out.
I cannot make another dimensional door for quite some time.
That's fair. But should we maybe try and go back to the hangar real quick and see if we can hide? Now that we know how these things work and whatnot, and there's no sandworm, we got to catch up because they're way far ahead of us. Should we maybe? How far away are we from
you get
the
much
hangar?
better ideas after you have to climb a mountaintop.
You're not far from the hangar.
Let's go check the hangar. Come on, let's go check the hangar. I want to drive something. I want to feel a ship beneath my feet.
I'm okay with that. A question, though. Did they go out into the desert already? That happened?
But do we know?
You see tracks?
He sees tracks.
I mean, we saw them all go out, right?
You saw one. You saw one very
was what I
small,
was asking.
very fast metal carriage of some type.
All right.
Once the sandworm was killed, you saw one
I'm
streak out into the desert.
I'm
Just
with
take a
you.
quick peek.
I'm with you. We can't
If there's a
run.
bunch of people there,
Yeah.
we can do something different. But let's go look. Come on, crew. It'll be fun.
I made a bitch fest about water for nothing.
It'll be fun.
Yep.
Come on, let's go.
Yep.
We may
But-
still need the water. Hold on to that 1 day water supply you got there.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're almost done with it
I
anyway.
might steal yours. It's fine.
I'll share. I'll share with you.
I won't. You sat on my head.
So you go back. You go back to the hangar. It's just as you left it the day prior. There were
A bunch of dead people.
a bunch of dead people.
Wait a
No,
minute, I brought the dead body with us, I thought.
you did, and you dropped it into the sand.
Yeah.
Wait, you're still carrying that?
No, I dumped it off at the sand. I don't know
oh.
what's going on. When do I not have a dead body on me?
I know. Just
So it's about midday now. It's very, very hot, as you can imagine, close to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in centigrade. So you approach the hangar, and it is just as you left it. There is the big main door, and then there is a small man door to the left of it. I'll leave it up to you. Both doors are closed.
I'm gonna go and knock on a door.
What? Don't knock. What are you doing?
We've done this before.
It opens, and there is a Goliath worker. She's looking at you, and she goes,
She. Rita's going to get excited.
How you doing?
I'll be right back, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Okay, she's going to close the door.
Oh, before she does that, I want to cast command on her.
Okay.
Yep, and I would like to say, "Come," but I'm also gonna
Yes.
beckon her towards me.
Like here. Right.
You and I thought the same thing.
So she stiffens up and she's mumbling to herself like what is going on? This is weird, and she's walking towards you.
And I'm just gonna let her walk. Keep walking me. I'm gonna point to you guys. Say, "After you, after you, after you, after you."
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Backing up into the desert.
Okay, so you keep backing up, and she's like, "Well, where are those?"
And then I'm
Holy
gonna sprint past her and go in and close the door right behind her.
Okay.
So are we left? Did we follow you inside?
No, you guys went inside. I was hoping you guys would go
Okay,
inside.
I didn't know
Sure.
if you closed the door on us or not. We got inside.
We'll go with that. We went in. Yeah.
We were following you, but yeah.
I got us in.
Okay.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you
So
ru-
now I'm going to say, well, guess what? We got to kill her now.
No. She's fine. She's out
She
there.
was going to go get...
Yeah, but she's locked in the desert
People-
now. She's in the desert.
Yes, but she was going to be right back to get us freaking arrested and killed.
Well, let's get out of here before that happens. They
We
always
got to
know.
kill her because she's going to alert them.
We don't. She's out in the desert. We don't have to do anything. Let's get a freaking car and go, or a vehicle.
Yeah,
of
let's-
some sort. Let's
let's
something
go.
and get the heck out of here.
I want to look for a cart then.
Yeah. For what? He didn't even say.
You
I'm
gotta
looking
stop
for a
rolling.
cart.
You gotta stop rolling before he tells you.
Yeah, you have to.
Maybe he says you found one.
I assumed it was investigation. I'm looking for something.
Okay, you're
Correct?
investigating.
Investigation?
Yes.
No, I rolled a 12, so 14.
With a 14, you can find one same size metal carriage as the one you had before.
This piece of junk's right here.
If anyone else wants to make investigation checks, you can also hear banging on the door behind you, and then
I'm
she's trying to get in.
investigating. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, but find something. Let's get the heck out of here.
I'm
21.
I'm
21?
going to the front of the door
17.
ready to kill.
17.
So I'm ready to attack.
With a 21 and a 17, you guys find that there are smaller two-wheeled carriages that only fit one person.
How many?
There are 4 of them.
Oh, perfect.
Ooh.
So there is one large carriage that'll fit all of you, and there are 4 smaller. There are the smaller ones. There's the larger one, and then with what did you roll? 21.
Oh, yes.
You can see parts. There are parts everywhere. It's not just armor. There's also weapons that you can tell that they can be mounted onto these machines. With a 21, you can tell that in your previous, run-in with these types of machines, that if you were to slab more armor on these things, it would go slower. If you took armor off, it would go faster. If you put more weapons on, it would go slower, and vice versa.
I want nothing on mine.
Okay. On what? And what vehicle are you taking?
One of the little ones.
Okay, so you are taking a little two-wheeled.
Yeah, nothing on
the little one. Did anyone go on the big one with me?
it. No.
All right, I'm gonna hop on the little. I'm gonna hop on another little one too.
Okay.
I would like to put some armor and guns on mine.
Okay.
So after he says he grabs the little one, I grab the big one.
Nice.
No, don't. Come on. All right.
I'm riding solo. Fuck you.
Wait.
I need this for all my... Well, I have a plan here, actually. This is the reason I did this.
That's good, but you're not getting on my bike. It's a onesie.
I try and drive mine up on the back of his cart thing. Is there a way I can get it up on there?
You can't drive it up, but the two of you could lift it.
No, screw that. I'll just drive mine.
Okay.
There's no time.
So you all lift the gate, and as you drive out into the Tsolian Desert, they have the same controls as the large one, so you're all capable of getting these things started and getting them going. Again, it's all steam powered. It's all or coal powered, but it is steam. As you open the giant gate and roll into the desert, you see the female Goliath is starting to freak out. She's like, "Oh gosh! Oh no!
Can I scream something else at her?
Sure, you can
What
do
did
that.
Dr. Bassa call us again?
The Deadly Trio.
Deadly Trio. Tell them that the Deadly Trio is forgiving.
She is slack-jawed as
So
you three.
I'm gonna cast snare. So I'm dropping right by her and just
Yep.
going. I'm dropping the herb right next to her and going. I'm cast snare. So when she steps into it, she's gonna dangle upside down for 8 hours.
Nice.
Where I drop
Cool.
the rope. So,
Cool.
Because I don't want her running to
Yeah, she.
alert.
Yep. So she's like, oh my gosh. She goes to turn and run inside, and whoop, and she's like, are you? What is this? She's, she's so tall and big that her hands are dangling on the ground. She can touch the ground, but she's still hanging upside down.
Nice play.
3 feet above them.
Oh, is that what it was?
I did this to you.
You look really nice like that.
Oh, I remember when you did.
There is a saving throw, just so you
There is.
Yes.
What is it? She feels. It's fine.
Okay.
So you are all rolling into the desert. As you are rolling into the desert, sure enough, on your right, there lies the corpse of the sandworm. You can see tons of carrion birds are picking at it and starting to eat the massive body of it. It reeks. It is a horrible smell. It is a giant beast that is dead and is on the desert floor. So as you can imagine, in the heat, it smells not very good.
Rathos, I thought you bathed in the river.
No,
Jesus.
Listen, I think it's the sandworm. Right there. See it? I don't know if you can see it. But it's right
Yeah,
there.
it sounds like,
He
he
is
smelled the
wise.
Delta thing. I feel like, I don't know.
I mean,
It's not the right thing
I mean,
to
I
say.
am old and I do.
it could be a
That's
combo
fair. That is fair.
effect, but there is like a several 100-foot long
Yes.
rotting worm
But I understand where you're coming from.
here, right here.
Rathos will, despite his kookiness and whatnot, he will do what he always does when he comes across a beast, whether it's of the sea or of the desert, and he will just kind of slow his bike down. I'm not going to get off my bike, but I'll just kind of bow my head and give a little respect to the giant beast that is no more.
Okay.
And then he'll whisper.
That just makes me look at him like, what the fuck's wrong with
And then he'll whisper so they don't hear, gotcha, bitch.
you? Oh, that's better.
You all follow the tracks. You continue northwards.
Yep.
You drive until it is nighttime. Do you?
So I get bored. I'm doing like an S in the
Okay.
sand. I can't go in a straight line.
Rathos is
So
impressed because
bored.
he thinks you're keeping him off our scent. Good job. Nice. Good thinking.
You like that shit?
Really throw him off.
And I'm just
I
like,
learned this from you in the water. Yeah.
Zorob is just super excited to be on this thing because mine goes pretty fast, I'm assuming, because
Yes.
I got nothing on it.
Yes, you
Never
can.
never seen anything like this before, right? In the Tree City. So I'm like, for once, actually enjoying, right? And I'm zooming and zipping around and I'm loving it.
Yes, you can zip in and out between these guys very easily.
Can I try and bump draft him?
Wait, are you still on it with? Oh no, you're riding with us.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
So yes, you can zip in between them with ease. It's very agile. It's very fast.
But I'm gonna die.
But, well, I don't know. We'll see about that. So you are all driving headlong into the desert, heading north. What happens at nighttime? What is your plan at night?
Cat nap.
Drink a little bit of water.
Sure, but do you
We're so dumb.
I think, guys, that we need to make up some time. I think we need to push on well.
Getting sleepy while driving at night.
Here's the deal. I don't know how. No one knows how far away or where the fuck we're going. Right?
North.
Well, do
We're
we
going-
see
thank-
tracks
thank
in-
you. We
Hold
are-
on. Do we see any tracks in front of us still? We got to
Yes.
roll, right?
Okay.
Oh, we still
Okay.
see them?
But just like when you're out at sea, if it's the first time you're in a new territory, you may need to respect that newness, right? Maybe we take a little bit of a rest. We watch. We don't know what the night's like. We don't want to know what the nights are like out here, right? Let's see what those are like. Let's take a little bit of a rest, keep watch, and then maybe tomorrow, if we need to push through the night, we'll have a better understanding of what.
Can I make a suggestion?
Absolutely not.
Like the spell suggestion?
No, I
Or-
can't do
Yes,
that.
go ahead.
I can't. So that I cannot do. My suggestion was, what if we hoist our bikes up into the large unit, and we take
Rotate.
shifts driving while the others rest, and that way we try and catch
Gain
up to them.
ground and take rest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that
Okay. Sure. You can.
Do you
would
guys
have.
want to do that?
You will need to stop. Obviously.
Yeah, briefly.
Sure. You briefly stop. You lash the bikes onto the giant metal carriage. Where do you put it, like on either side, or do you put it in the compartment with you? So the compartment is just like, I just picture this room with like 4 poles and like a tarp above it.
Yeah.
I want
and
to
then,
lash
like-
mine to the side.
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
can toss them on the
Sides.
side.
Okay.
I mean, if it falls off, we stop. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
if
you,
something attacks us, I'm hopping on that.
Krugel, you were driving it before the bikes were added. You can. You,
Stay in.
yeah,
Drive.
yes.
Get off. Come on.
Nope. You,
Let
I'm
him have
on
it.
first
It's your
watch.
ship. I respect
I'm on
it.
first watch, and I'm gonna be like lazy, like pretend like it's almost like on cruise control.
I respect
And I'm gonna
it.
be like
Alright.
leaning back. I'm gonna have my bow like cocked and ready to fire because it's nighttime and we're like unsure of what's going on.
Sure.
So I'm just like leaning back, like, almost like if I was driving with my knees.
I have to give you credit because at first you took the big cart and I thought that was stupid. It's big and slow. Now it makes sense and I'm proud of you. I'm going to go take a nap. And now we can just, I don't know.
Your compliments to me make me just kind of feel uneasy. Like, what's he playing at?
And I just I put my hand right on your shoulder and I look you in the eyes and I say, proud of you.
I shrug it off in disgust. Like, don't touch me.
Hey, don't do that.
Don't stay behind the white line.
The bus driver, Krugel. Rathos is laying down with his hands behind his back, and he's looking up at the starry sky, and he's quite at home in this desolate place, because that's much like the sea is, and he's content for now.
There you go. And then
While he's gone from us, the room right now, we should be like, yeah, we made it there.
we found it.
So dialing all the way back, Krugel, you notice that now with the bikes added, it is your metal carriage is going much slower.
Well, I'm sleeping, so fuck
That's
you.
why I can drive with my knees, Rathos. It's so much more slow.
I'm actually just meditating. I lied.
No, he was awake.
Yeah, no, I'm sleeping now. Yep.
So I'm just going to be cruising along.
So during the night, Krugel, you take first watch as the last, 5th and final sun sets on the horizon. You've never seen stars like this. Maybe if you spent nights on the highest peaks of Yatar, you've seen stars like this. But I would assume it's been a very long time since you've done that, if you even did that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's been a long enough, and I was too young to remember.
Okay. So yes, the sky is, there's no light pollution. There's nothing in your way. It is as if you could reach up and touch the stars. And you see a couple of shooting stars, some Diopetes, possibly.
I put my arm around my imaginary girlfriend.
Nice.
This is such a romantic night. No, I'm kidding.
You're unsure if you're asleep or not when you see a shimmer of something ahead of you to the north. But there's something, you're not sure if you're sleeping, but you see something shimmering off in the distance. Who takes the second watch?
So I can do second because I was meditating, so I feel super refreshed after a shorter period of time.
I'm old and I need a long time to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. So I will take next watch.
So next watch, it's so strange because Zorab, it was so very, very hot when the sun was out, and now it is so very, very cold. How can this place go from one extreme to the other? Not only is the air itself cold, but you are on a metal carriage which is moving through the air, which only adds to the wind chill. So you are cold.
I am
have a
officially.
question.
Sure.
Do we pass off the watch and I tell him what I see?
Man, it's your world.
Well,
You tell me.
I tell him nothing.
So I think everything's great and there's nothing going on. But I
Freezing your nips off.
I am cold. My nips are hard.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm cold, but I'm not going to leave my watch, I'm just going to shiver and
Yep.
hunch, I'm all curled up and trying to maintain.
Yep.
Be cool in front of my new friends.
Again, also, you notice that the stars are practically where you can touch them. You've never seen sky like this. I don't think you would see it, because maybe if you spent night at the very tippity top of a tree, you would see something like this. But
A lot of
again,
canopy in the way usually.
yes, generally there's a lot of canopy in the way, so
Yeah.
you couldn't see the stars. Other than it being cold and you're shivering, I mean, it's a pretty uneventful night. You can't see anything. It's almost like being on the water in the ocean, where you're so far away from the hangar and Talon's wall now that they have disappeared completely by the, underneath the horizon, behind the horizon. So now that's just sand. As far as you can see, there's nothing left. There's just, you're driving into an abyss. You can see the trails in front of you, but now it's just open sand. The night continues. Rathos, you don't take a watch because you're...
I mean, unless he wants to wake me up, I don't know. I mean, yeah.
I'm fine.
If he's
Okay.
I'm
then
toughing it out.
good.
I mean, I'm not fine. I'm freezing and I'm cold and I'm scared, but I'm pretending I'm fine.
If I will say, I will probably right before, because at this point, when you were gone, I fell asleep, kind of looking at the stars and thinking like this is very much like the sea, right?
Yes.
Desolate and all
Yep.
that stuff. So much like I did when I was a captain, I think that I would probably wake up before the sun comes up, and I would probably come. I don't know where I fell asleep, or if there is a deck or a
Yeah, there's like 2 decks you can go into
I
where
would probably
the
come up to
engine
the top
is.
deck and get a last little look at the stars before the sun comes up. And like honestly, like I am probably the most content and happy and least kooky that I've ever been, because this is like my element and it feels
Right.
right. Yeah, so that's probably where I'm at right
Yep. I would say it's probably confusing too, because there's no rocking
now.
or swaying.
Yeah, I'm definitely like
So the dawn begins to break. The first sun appears over the horizon, paints the sky. The sky goes from black to purple, a deep, deep purple. And then sure enough, that lightens to a light purple and then pink and then all the beautiful colors of a fantastic morning sunrise. Again, Rathos, you've probably seen it because you've been in the ocean. But Zorab and Krugel, you probably haven't seen a sunrise like this with no light pollution or nothing in your way. It's just you and the horizon. As the sun comes up, sure enough, it starts to get hot, right? You're no longer cold. Make perception checks.
Nat 20.
13.
Zorab, you're the only one to see it, but you swear that there is a speck of something in the distance. And when you turn to tell your compatriots, there is dust behind you on the horizon. Looks like maybe a sandstorm, but with a nat 20, you can tell that it's the same type of dust that's coming off of your metal carriage.
Hey guys, I see something up ahead, but I think even more importantly, I see something behind us. There's dust. It looks like it could be another carriage.
So at that, Rathos is going to immediately kick in the captain mode. Well spotted.
Thank you.
You have the obviously.
Yes. Yes.
You have the fastest vehicle or whatever the hell we're on. Why don't you go ahead and scout a little ways and see what's actually ahead of us?
Okay.
I'm going to hop off this thing so we can keep speed, and we need to keep as much distance as we can from the people behind us. 15 minutes out and a little back. 15 minutes out and a little back, right? Or 15 minutes out, 5 minutes back maybe. So don't get too far ahead of us is what I'm saying, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Everybody ready?
I have a thought.
Yep.
Since I'm in the big one,
Yep.
what if you keep going straight to make our trail look straight, but I'm veering off a little bit off course to the side, and you guys can come back in the back of my buggy?
Why don't I do that? Because I'm going to be a little bit faster because mine's a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
And it'll be easier
Okay.
for me to get back to you.
Okay.
Good idea, though.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
All right, I hop on.
All right, so you hop on your machines. If you want, you can keep rolling while you drop the bikes, but you would need to make checks, or you can stop completely.
Keep rolling.
I'm sorry, what?
So you can,
sorry.
if you want to take the bikes off while it's still driving, you certainly
Oh.
can, but you would need to make checks to do that.
Yeah, I want to check.
Okay, make a dex check.
It was such a
Nat 20.
Get the fucking nice. Is it a nat 20?
It's a nat 20.
Oh my
Oh my God.
You guys are so fucking cool. You guys are it's so fucking awesome. You guys straddle your bikes and you look at each other and you look at Krugel and you all three nod and you pull the slip knots and they hit
my
the
God.
sand simultaneously. Krugel turns around, mans the helm, and just nods. And it is on like Donkey Kong.
Freaking Fast and the Furious number 4 here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Family again.
Unlimited nos.
I have to say,
So Zorab, you're scouting. Rathos is going straight, and
No, he's
You're-
going straight.
he's
'cause I'm
going
a little
straight.
faster, so I'll have the
you're veer.
easier time getting him.
I didn't
But I'm gonna
roll.
veer off.
I didn't roll. I'm doing nothing but like.
If it's okay with you, because I'm assuming mine is faster, right? When we figured that
Yes.
out when we were driving.
Yeah.
So if it's okay with you, can I, as he starts going, for the next like little bit, I want to go behind him and be just as slow as he is. Is there any way I can disguise, like, leave an empty space of tracks or no tracks at all, or like just do donuts behind him and really confuse it? I mean,
Are you trying to hide your tracks or
I'm
hide
trying
his?
to hide his tracks.
his
So what I
tracks.
want to do is this. What I want to do is a couple of donuts as he continues to go.
Yep.
Right? And I'll probably follow him a little bit, and then I want to backtrack, and then I'm going to veer off at the start of where the donuts went.
Yep.
So they can either follow a bunch of squiggly lines, donuts one way, as far
Yep.
as I can see, or they can veer off right.
Make a deception check.
Go. 16?
With a 16, I'll say yes. Whatever's approaching will need to beat a 16.
Okay.
I'm going to do that right now. They are going to fail. They rolled a 4.
I'm going to veer off that way and go as far as I need to until I feel like I've done my job.
Okay, Chris?
So I have a question. What are the wheels made of?
The wheels are made of wood.
Would an arrow of mine bust a wooden wheel?
It have to be a critical hit.
Has to be a critical hit. So if I were to do
Or
a certain
it,
spell,
or it could
that-
take multiple hits.
So if I were to do a certain spell that plants a certain arrow in the ground, it would not do anything.
I didn't say that.
Kind of did.
I said it wouldn't break the wheel. It would need to be a critical hit, or it would take multiple shots. But it's not going to do nothing, I'll tell you that.
Well, I want to do it anyways, but to keep my trail possibly defended, I'm going to start dropping my cordon les arrows on behind my trail directly. So I'm just dropping them
You have 4
on
of
the
them.
left side and two on the right side, trying to hit all the tires.
Okay. But once you do, it's the area of the latch is a 5, or trap is a
Basically,
5
I'm putting
foot.
it in my tracks. I'm leaving behind
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I get it. So, Zorab, you are scouting ahead.
Yes, I am.
After probably scouting ahead for another 30 minutes with your nat 20 perception check,
Yup.
you can see that there is a mountain peak approaching.
Sick.
Oh my god!
Krugel,
It's a never-ending loop where we're going back where we
Fucking
came
mountains,
from.
yeah.
Krugel,
Oh, that's not what I was thinking. In my head, Nabet's on a mountain. I
My
thought I
head
found
is
it.
surrounded by mountains, but
Oh,
I
fuck.
don't know.
Krugel, and Rathos. However, the dust cloud behind you is getting closer.
I would say that if it's been the same 30 minutes at probably like the, I don't know how, it's hard to judge with how fast, but as soon as I thought that out of sight kind of, as soon as I thought like, all right, this is long enough, so maybe
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes, I'm going to start veering in and heading back towards
Okay,
Krugel to
Okay.
link back up with them. Yeah.
sure.
I'm just sitting driving going, life is a highway. Oblivious.
So you can see that they failed their investigation check to follow the path. You successfully deceived them, so they are starting to veer away from you. However, you can see the spot now, not as well as Zora, but you can still see the spot, and it's probably another day's ride.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I'll link back up with Krugel. I see it and you see it. I know Zorob sees it. So hopefully he's on his way
What?
back.
These vehicles are loud.
Not wrong. The wind is rushing by.
I
you.
said, I see it. Do you see it?
See what? What? See what?
The mountain in front of you. You're a ranger, for God's sakes. Range a little.
Do a nature check because my nature's minus
Sure.
1. I got a 3.
Oh, my God.
Nature.
Just keep following Zorob's trail.
Okay, I was.
Rathos, make an investigation check.
9.
You don't see it. Krugel, if you want, you can make an investigation check.
13.
With a 13, you can see the dust cloud. They have successfully followed Rathos' tracks. The tracks, unfortunately, lead right back to you. So they
So
have
is it
gone.
going to be like in the tracks, like where I put my
well-
arrow traps, or no?
No.
Damn it! That was fun.
I was hoping that I was faster than them and was going to... Well, sorry.
So you can see that the giant, it looks like a sandstorm. The dust that they are kicking up is starting to come closer to you. You can start to make out figures.
Rate those. Why don't you get back in?
Because more targets are harder to hit. A split enemy is a better enemy.
But then you drive, I shoot.
Well, you want to take mine? Oh,
No.
now you want the
Never
small one.
mind. Never mind.
Mine's got guns.
Where the fuck's the bard?
And I'm like, this is awesome.
Yes, you're
I
totally
found
oblivious.
it. Yeah, I'm like,
Oh my god.
So as they draw closer, you can see that there are 10 bikes,
Fucking
and there is a very large metal carriage behind them. And that is where we will end tonight. Thank you, listeners, for tuning in to another episode of Almost D&D. The theme song we use is The Red Dragon's Inn by Derek and Brandon Victor. All background ambiences and in-game music is provided by Michael Gelfi Studios. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, anywhere that hosts podcasts. Check out our website, almostdnd.com, for behind-the-scenes content. We will post the link in the episode description. Most of the time, I am your host and Dungeon Master, Devin Allard. Going clockwise around this large and egregiously sized table, we have...
Rob is Zor Rob.
Chris S. Krugel.
Jeff as Rathos.
And we will see you all next time.
Our mission on this episode is not to get past Talence's Gate. It's not to get past Tsolian Desert. It's not to find the magic folk or anything like that, or the dragons. It's to get Zor Rob laid.
Get lucky.
That's what I picked